The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Can we talk?
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson? I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff. Thanks, Captain. Did you want to talk?
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by. Don't mind the heat. Got a few days before it reaches critical. I'm sure Miss Chief Tennyson will get it sorted before then.
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say.
That's not the point. This halfway just knocked out one of my workers.
I'm in the middle of a situation. If you could move along, I'd be obliged.
Don't go telling him where to step. Groundbreaker belongs to all of us.
Felix, first of all, no, it doesn't. And second, shut the hell up. Don't think I won't detain you again. Hey, knock yourself out. Or him, if you're so inclined.
Whatever you heard, it's all true. I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting. That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation. Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing. But I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it? So your ship's got a dark and violent history? Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time. Felix Millstone. Please. See you around. Going for a stroll around the docking base? Going for a stroll around the docking base? Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Careful where you smoke. Crew bills us for air filtration. Mechanicals all over, but there's...
Gonna head to Varus for whiskey and dark. Maybe not in that order.
You keep that pistol holstered while you're here.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. We're healing things.
Put him down! Now just...
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Identification, please. Everybody's got an ID. Oh, let me guess. I'd tell you no one's fallen for that line in about 30 years. Then, I'd take the safety...
It's a good thing he didn't say...
Sure, kid. You've got a ship, but you've never visited Groundbreaker. You must have just dusted off from...
Sure did.
Well, welcome to Groundbreaker. I'm sorry to tell you, according to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so I shouldn't be mentioning it. But what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you take the starch out of them, well... Oh, and if you're... Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. Is there anything else I can... Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. 2 biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though. Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
If you're thinking to make a full-time job... Are you pulling my leg? You got a funny sense of humor, friend. It goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the Board. Yep, Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year. Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now, here we are. Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself. Glad to help. Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either. They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you. All right. The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go. On your left when you enter the promenade. Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder. Straight. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk. You need it? He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense. Not that he would, being a board man and all. Really likes his cereals, too. Maybe a little too much.
Don't see what's so wrong about liking cereals. They're fun.
Udon takes it to an, unhealthy level. You notice. What can I say? We're passionate folks, and the board can't abide that independent spirit, especially not all their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them. You mean the heat? Sure, we could make them fix it. But what would they do in retaliation? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway. Sure thing. Be seeing you.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Mon.
Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the rainbow. Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch. You want a punch? We've got your punch right here.
The news packet had the tossball scores from Decanas. What about the rail gliding championships?
I didn't think anyone but natives followed that. Hell, I know space hands are going to...
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed. The board's embargo ensures that nothing can leave the planet and threaten our hard-working citizens. You've been listening to Halcyon News, your mandated duty as a good citizen of Halcyon.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. Sorry. Oh Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right. Fine. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together. Our Chief Tennyson has an There's a... Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she did. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. But I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one. Of course, most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
Bless my heart. A stranger. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought. Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qual... Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago. Can't say I know.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have...
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board. You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's... If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. The more we got the corpse... Don't forget... Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heap. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I've got a lovely little throw pillow.
What was that?
What do you think you're doing? You're free to go.
Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon.
It's just me. Has it been deader than usual around here?
Chief wants to reduce board traffic.
What are you doing after work?
Going back to the old cubicle to watch the latest episode of my serial.
What's a nice boy like you watch? Something exciting? Romantic? Bacon with Edna?
I like documentary serials. Truth is better than fiction. Cannibals of Monarch.
Seeking relief from the heat? Till June Lay gets those radiators fixed, I've got the next best thing. Only the usual. Marauders all over space. You ever wonder how folk who can't figure the bleeding edge technology of a spoon can manage to get ships into space? The radiators, they're fucked 10 ways to Sunday. And we're all sweating buckets wondering when the powers that be are gonna get around to fixing it. Couldn't say, and I wouldn't be pouring drinks professionally if I could. All I know is we're cooking in our... They're supposed to gather up all the heat the systems generate and vent it. Instead of the heat going where it ought, though, it seems to be blowing straight down the promenade. Engineering. Chief Junlei Tennyson. Don't know what's got... That's not... There's no... She doesn't come around... What ain't I got?
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? Ah, that's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you. Why,
all the better for performing a little...
Take your basic Deadeye assault rifle. Perfectly serviceable. But what if you like finesse? What if you like getting in close and making a lot of noise? Extended... A what? Sorry, hon. Here at Bell's Shells, we...
do with their waste? I guess they just chuck it down here. Where's it all go? Incoming! Everyone all right? Won't work.
It smells awful, and not all of it's mine. I'll die in here. Just get me out. Thank you, stranger. You have no idea how good the air on Groundbreaker smells until you've been trapped in a tiny bathroom with an overflowing toilet. Thanks again. What usually happens on this partially pressurized rust bucket? Something broke. Well, actually, two things broke. First, the damn toilet overflowed. When I came to clean that up, the damn door decided to close and lock on me. Times... Ah, shit. That means I haven't clocked out in days. Song is gonna have my ass. You're gonna shake me down after... Fine. Here's every bit I've got. That enough for you? Or do you want my shit-covered clothes as well? You're a sick... Suppose it's time to reevaluate my career goals.
Are you listening to me, Emperor? You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am... not.
Something I can help. Not without dispensation from Chief Junlei. We don't have the ability. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and... We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs.
I'm sorry. See, Furu? We could have avoided all this unpleasant... Let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I... As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long. Be my guest. If you know something I... Good luck getting to Jesse, and better luck if you do. She's a real piece of work. Can't say I've seen you before. If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanic. I'd be grateful if you... Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the... You look out... Keep hanging around. What can I... You... You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
For the last ratted on rotten time. Leave, you hull-headed quacks. What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty... I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine. So long... Should have known she'd send a bruiser after me. Damned if I don't rue the day I saved her scrawny little hide. All right, seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low. Udon Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square... What? No, I didn't do anything. Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1. Alright, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years. If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. Let's just say things went sideways about the... Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back... You, ain't... You, ain't with the board, are you? Oh, laws. Wait, don't gut me and skin me yet. Please, talk to Bedford. Tell him I can pay. Surely you wouldn't drag me before him. I'm dreadful contagious. Thanks for helping me with... Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh? You, ain't with the... Thanks for... Or I guess I should say... You, ain't... Oh, laws. Wait, don't gut me and skin me yet. Please, talk to Bedford. Surely you wouldn't drag me... Or I guess I...
Now, where'd that patient run off to?
Something I...
Any word? Good luck. I'd go with you to see the board's rep, but they're not great.
Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's a lot of slogans to keep track. Heard of it? My orientation Aether Wave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
If you did, that'd be good, actually.
I'd have to go over my contract, but I don't think I'm allowed to leave Groundbreaker. Or this stall. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too. I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division. Oh, I'm having a stellar day. And not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar as a Spacer's Choice is affordable. I can see all of the top quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reason. Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste at this time, but we're always working on delivering exciting new products to our customers. Sprat Wash, Mouthwash, and Mantafloss are among the exciting line of dental goods currently in development. Don't miss out on these deals. You'll find none like them on all of Groundbreaker, or anywhere in the Halcyon Colony. Trouble sleeping? Try our Lunar Eclipse Mix. That's 2 handfuls of pep pills washed down with a hearty swig of 2-hour energy brew. The blast will send you through the stratosphere and the crash will knock you out cold, guaranteed. Add an additional 10% to your purchase today and the proceeds will be donated to Spacer Cares, our premier corporate welfare program. At Spacer's Choice, we care about your health and emotional well-being. That's why we put Martin through 6 years of vendor school, only to make him wear this hat. Even if my contract didn't forbid it, I think it's part of me now. Now, are you ready to make Spacer's Choice Lunar Green Moonmouth lozenges a part of you? Lunar Green, the future is spearmint. You would never ask if you knew what it's like in here. I mean, why, anyone can be a Spacer's Choice Consumer Relations Choice Specialist. Just keep your nose clean and aim for the moon. Damn it. No slogan for that one. Look, this hat, my job, it may not seem like much to a brave space captain, but they're all that I have. If there are self-made purgatories, then we all have to live in them. Mine can be no worse than someone else's. Now, if we're done with the chit-chat, I hope you don't mind if I make the most of this short life and try to be the best moon person I can be. It's fine. I should be stronger than this. Thanks for taking an interest. Speaking of interest, can I interest you in some quality budget goods? At Spacer's Choice, we cut corners so you don't have to. Anything and everything. Whatever you want, we got it. And when you need a replacement, we got that too. Just the opposite. Spacer's Choice items are always new, hot off the shelves, because customers just can't stop buying new stuff. Oh, sorry. Got the line wrong. You want me to do it again? Okay, yes. You could go broke buying overpriced Aramid gear, or you could buy from us at a much more reasonable rate. That's why you should get a backup or 3. Become a frequent buyer. Join our Friendship Rewards program. Program currently unapproved in Alpha, rewards and friendship pending. Have a look. Have you tried our have a look.
Oh. Just be careful next time.
PNP, I can't believe it's not forged. It's unbelievable how good
How are the repairs going?
Just plugged the last of the O2 leaks.
Oh, neat! They got stuff in here I ain't seen in ages.
Got any leads on salvage? It doesn't even have to be broken.
Spend your night off?
welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping. A legitimate... You the one flying... Money. We got it. The Steve Doors want it. I'll take that. Miss Lily has been expecting... Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on simple acquisitions. You know those latches they put on cargo bays ain't worth a damn? These days, I stick to HQ and look after Miss Lilia.